Chargers, Rams.
Sure. I'm prepared to talk about the Rams.
Yeah, you go ahead and start with the Rams, and
go ahead.
And I'll go on the Chargers.
I've been I've been following what's going on with them and how they're doing in the off season, how they'd been doing in the off season. I thought some of their free agent signings were good and they were on the right track. But I don't know. I just don't know. That's a team that won 4 games last year, right? Mm-hmm. They aren't the best football team in Los Angeles. They're not even the best football team in maybe the Coliseum. I mean, USC and the Chargers are going to be better than this team, at least, not head to head, maybe USC, but.
Well, I don't, and I'll be a little bit more optimistic on this. You lost, I don't know how many games by like 3 to 6 points. Your defense is going to keep in. Now, where you look at it is you're going to give the kid, is the quarterback off going to do it for you, right? So,
well, he better, because Sean Mannion is a backup. So
right, yeah. But I'm just saying that I think if he can figure it out and you guys can move the football and score points, your defense is really good.
Yeah, you guys are ninth. They were ninth in the league.
The defense is really good, but they've overhauled with Wade Phillips in there now. It's a 3-4.
Yeah.
So you don't know. I mean, some of the expectations is, hey, Wade Phillips is a defensive guru. He's bringing in his 3-4 defense. Quinn moves to outside linebacker, right?
What were
Donald
they? Were they 4-3? Is that what they were?
They were 4-3.
Yeah.
And they were dominant.
Where did that defensive coordinator go?
Oh, I don't know where their defensive coordinator ended up going.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He did get a job.
I hope so. He did a hell of a job with that team.
Yeah,
but why would you get rid of him?
McVay came in and they wanted to clean the slate. Those were Fisher's people.
Yeah.
That was Fisher's. The other thing is that when I start thinking about it, sort of cerebrally and not emotionally, I'm thinking that's a new defense. The old defense wasn't broken.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. The old defense
Yeah.
wasn't broken. There's a 3-4 coming in. Wade Phillips is a great defensive coach.
Yeah.
He's coming in. The unknown is McVay. Great offensive coordinator,
right.
But now they're asking him to be head coach, 31 years old, head coach, and the offensive coordinator. There's a lot that can go wrong with this.
Yeah, that's...
So the Rams haven't been to the playoffs since 2004, haven't had a winning season in 14 years. The pressure is on. It's It was the youngest roster in the NFL last year. It's going to be among the youngest rosters in the NFL this coming season.
But I believe in what you say. I mean, their defense was ninth best in the league. I mean, if it's not broken, I mean, just because you have a new coach, every head coach that comes in doesn't fire the entire staff.
I mean, you're losing 10-7, 6-3. I mean, you're in a lot of your ball games.
Yeah, they were very strong defensively.
They were, and but Aaron Donald still hasn't reported, to OTAs.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to sign that contract, but he's losing time, and you don't want that. I think they shored up a lot of things on the offensive line. They moved a lot of pieces around, so they went out and they got Andrew Whitworth from the Bengals,
right.
Long-term veteran. He's going to be the blind side left tackle for Goff. That was priority one. Let's protect Goff. He was sacked 26 times in 7 games, 7 starts last year. Yeah, and that's just too much on a guy that you've spent 6 draft picks to get.
Exactly.
He sold the franchise. He just wasn't, that it's not all his fault, but some of it was. He didn't grasp the offense, Fisher's offense, and he feels a lot more comfortable, which is why Gerald Everett, the tight end, was their first pick.
Right.
A little drop off, little, check down type of guy. Right. And then, Cooper Kupp, who is also, possession guy who can stretch the field a little bit. They went and they got a fullback, Sam Rogers, I think it was. So he loves, McVay loves tight ends, loves his running backs. He likes to blend them. So you don't know whether that's a fullback lining up at your tight end or a tight end in the slot or, at the half. You just don't know. So I like that they're going to be, dropping stuff off, but it's going to be quite an improvement. I mean, he was at a 22.2 quarterback rating, 5 touchdowns, 7 interceptions last year. Goff was terrible, and not all of that was his fault. Pass protection broke down regularly. and Tavon Austin will, had wrist surgery. He won't be back until July, possibly when they go to training camp, when training camp starts. Robert Woods is going to be the number one guy.
Wow.
Well, I mean,
Wow.
when they break camp, Robert Woods is number one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you need more than Woods. Who else is there though, other than Austin? Who's going to be your third or fourth receiver?
Well, Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Robert Woods and Tavon Austin. Those are the three.
Wow.
I mean, there's a couple of guys on there.
You don't have a big receiver, do you?
Not a big guy. They went and they got another
You got a guy
receiver.
in the draft, right?
Yeah, like Josh Johnson, or can't remember his name off the top of my head.
I thought he's the
Josh
guy,
Reynolds from
I thought
Texas
Josh
A&M.
Johnson plays for Kentucky.
And then
right?
yeah,
Is he in the NBA draft?
Exactly. So Todd Gurley, it's going to help Gurley. One of the things that I read, there was always 8 men in the box. If you ever watched any of the Rams, it was just like, oh my God, everybody knows we're going to run. We're going to give it to Gurley. 3.2 yards per carry. Terrible, because we had no passing attack. Yeah. The thing that I found fascinating was that Gurley gained 68% of his yards after contact.
Yeah.
So if you do the math on
that kid runs downhill.
if you do the math on that, he's averaging 3.2 yards per carry. He was hit after a yard.
Wow.
So he was gaining those 2.2 yards after contact.
Yeah.
That's crap. I mean, so
in Scotland?
Yeah. That's crap.
You're talking about rugby? Or?
Yeah, that's right.
I went Faraday on you.
Yeah.
So for me, there's a lot of unanswered questions, and I don't know that that's a team that's going to be. Vegas agrees with me. They've got them at win totals 5.5 or 6, depends on what casino. Yeah. That's the over under on their wins for next year. I think I'm right there at 6.
Yeah.
What do they have the Chargers at?
7.5.
7.5.